We've been showing you many different aspects of life in Hanoi, Vietnam in our series. And in this segment, we're going to focus on this little alleyway, fascinating place, and the hotel midway down the block, a simple, inexpensive hotel, and some of the great street foods and little restaurants that you can enjoy in the old quarter of Hanoi. And finally, we'll have a look at the Hanoi Opera Hilton Hotel for some comparison. We're walking down Trung Yen Lane, one of the livelier little alleys in the old quarter. You see it's a bustling marketplace, folks sitting on the ground selling their fresh produce, and there's little shops along the way, and this wonderful hotel that we're going to go into in a moment. You might really be amazed at how inexpensive the food is in these street restaurants. You could have a meal, a lunch for $1. 3 people can have lunch and it might cost you $4. It's really quite a reasonable price. We had a nice conversation with the desk manager, and she told us about the hotel and also about the nearby neighborhood and gave a few tips on sidewalk dining. What's the name of this hotel?
Hanoi Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And how much is one night?
Single in dollars is $30, and it includes breakfast for free, and we offer you free tea and coffee all day round in here, and also free Wi-Fi, free laptop for you to use in the room, or you can use the internet here as well.
Okay.
And we can provide you free tour information or help you to book a trip as well.
Yeah, and how about this location? How do you describe your hotel location?
The location, the hotel is here.
Okay.
Trung Yen Lane.
Good. And this alley is nice and small.
The alley is really small and nice, a narrow street, very typical. So this is a lake, Kiem Lake. But I think the location is great because it's nearby Kiem Lake. It's about 5-minute walk, and I think it's good.
Yeah. And the old quarter is where?
And the old quarter is here, really big, really large. So we are the center of the old quarter. And Dong Xuân Market is here, the walking street is here, and the weekend evening, like I said.
Right.
The old quarter, I think, in my view, it's really old and busy area, and they have so many people living in a very narrow area with many old buildings. The old quarter now is really, like a place for all the tourists to come. And when people first come to Hanoi, they come to stay in the old quarter. So there are a lot of hotels, little hotel or guest house, and also the travel agency, they located their offices here. I really like it. The very, very normal, very Hanoian activities, or the life of the Hanoian. For example, you can find out someone who sitting down on the alley, enjoy some, a glass of green tea.
So it's a place for local people as well as for the tourists then. A lot of local people are living here and working here and shopping here?
Yeah. But almost here now, like tourists, they staying here. But the local people, they still keep staying in the old quarter because it's a part of the old quarter. They can't live here for many years, for many generations. They already stay here and they continue to stay here. People enjoy staying in the old quarter, even it's really busy. It's something very attractive.
How about the street food? I see a lot of people sitting. How does the street food work?
The street food is really typical here, not only in the old quarter, but also in all over Vietnam. But here is more special. It's like they're selling many kind of street food, from the you can say fast food to the big meal. So you can find out maybe noodle soup. You can find out roll, the rice. They made of rice. It's like bánh cuốn, or you can find out chả cá or nem chua, or you can find them some street. They have only fruit.
The little kitchen on the sidewalk, they have one pot or two pots, right?
Okay.
And they only make one dish, or there's no menu.
Oh, exactly.
There's no printed menus.
For the street food with a little kitchen on the sidewalk, like kind of family style, and there are few family they do that only because they serve really good foods. For example, they're selling noodle soup, and they don't have printed menu like you said, because here we don't have the habit to look at the menu. We just go inside, we know exactly where they serve very good and good quality and good price. So we keep coming because of the reputation, and they work like, for example, I describe a daily life, how they work. From the early morning, they gotta wake up, for example, 2 in the morning, wake up and prepare for the soup. A big pot, they put bone, maybe pig bone or chicken bone inside, and make a big pot of soup. And also they have to prepare the rice, the noodle, and also beef or chicken and the green as well. They have to prepare very carefully, and they have their own, like, ingredient, and their secret ingredient that make their soup or their food special.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
great. So they work for several hours to make it, but then when the customer shows up, it's quick, fast food. How many dollars for a bowl of soup?
Wow, it's about nearly $1 or $1.50. It depends on how big is the bowl, or you want to add more, maybe meat or chicken inside.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic. I really
Yeah.
love it. It's part of the great character here. For a little contrast, we turn now to the Hilton Hanoi Opera Hotel, which is a 5-star deluxe property located right next to the fabled Opera House in the heart of Hanoi. It's just a few blocks away from Kiem Lake, and the old quarter is about a 10-minute walk to get into the fringes of it. So a really good location, and of course, very comfortable surroundings, ultra deluxe, and at a surprisingly affordable price. In the off-season, you could get a double room here for about $150. We had a chance to talk with the hotel's food and beverage manager.
Good morning, my name is Jonathan. I'm the F&B service manager from Hilton Hanoi Opera. The Hilton Hanoi Opera is located in the center of Hanoi, next to the Opera House. We have a breakfast, a very nice breakfast in our hotel, very well known in the city, serving a lot of different foods from around the world. We have a very broad selection of breakfast dishes. We have a nice range of Asian dishes, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese. Along with that, we have some European and American specialties, of course, like an egg station, so people make your eggs in front of you, and a live juice bar as well.
What time does the room open? Breakfast?
Breakfast is there from 6 a.m. until the 10 for from Monday until the Friday. And the Saturday or Sunday they will open from 6 a.m. until the 11 a.m. Right?
Okay. And how about lunch and dinner also?
Yeah, lunch and dinner also here.
In this restaurant?
Yeah, lunch from the 11:30.
And you speak very good English.
No, it's a little bit.
How did you learn English?
In the university, my university.
In Hanoi? Hanoi.
Yes.
Okay. And what's your name?
My name is Nga.
The Hilton breakfast is truly amazing. They have got an incredible variety of foods. It feels like you're having lunch and dinner and breakfast all at the same time. There's fresh greens, fruits, yogurts, milks and juices. They prepare omelets. They have got Asian foods, and it's in a beautiful setting. It looks like you're in an outdoor garden with all of the plantings and the greenhouse effect and comfortable chairs and tables and great service. Starting off with a meal like that, you don't have to spend much money at lunch during the day, and you're getting it all for a very good price. And the Hilton is in a very fine location.
The hotel is situated in the center of Hanoi, very close to the Kiem Lake. Kiem Lake is actually the main spot of the center spot of Hanoi, 5 minutes walk from here. You're located next to the Opera House, so it's a very nice view from your room towards the Opera House, and everything is very, very close to the hotel.
I've been very impressed by the level of service of the staff here. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, all staff goes through a training program designed by Hilton to make sure we reach the standards, and our motto is of course to exceed the standards, exceed the expectation from the guest, and to reach as high as possible and give good service to the guests to make them satisfied.
After enjoying the deluxe splendor of the Hilton, it's time for us to check out.
May I have a signature here?
Thank you. So Richard, how did you like the hotel?
Oh, wonderful place. Yes, very wonderful.
May I have one signature?
One more?
on this? Yeah.
We're moving along to continue our visit in Vietnam. We're there for 2 weeks on this trip, and we've already uploaded many segments from Saigon and other parts of the country, and we will continue editing in the coming months and upload more programs from this wonderful experience that we had in Vietnam. You want to be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified about these new uploads, and check our channel now to see what else we've got about Vietnam and other parts of the world.